It's your girl, CYNETHA Jade. Most call me Love. Back at it with another live stream. I'm grateful, if I do say so myself, to be able to come on here. All right, irregardless of whether or not you're able to view this in real time. If I do say so myself, I'm just grateful that I have a moment in the schedule, as it were. Again, even in the same day, like this is great. I'm grateful, and I like to talk about it because coming on here and giving you messages is part and parcel of my happy place energy. All right. So thank you for checking out the message because it really doesn't work so well without you. Makes sense. I'm not here for me. All right. And we are all connected. So, of course, I love to come on here and love and light you collective. All right. Whether we just met yesterday or tomorrow, I said what I said. So serious, you guys. You guys matter. You carry great purpose and great energy, if I do say so myself. It's literally giving divine royalty, right? Didn't you notice that about yourselves, collective? I'm just saying, the more you notice and, dare I say, honor that about yourselves, gosh, the more beautiful life starts to become. All right. So don't give up. And we've got a pick a pile message. Pile number one is going to be this. I believe this is Jasper, maybe Agate. Forgive me, I'm not exactly sure which. I just noticed I'm a little bummed. It got clipped somewhere along the way in my moves, in my travels, as it were. Okay, so maybe there's some synchronicity to that for pile number one. We are talking about your person, your situationship, your relationship, perhaps, right? But in separation. So that's kind of like the precursor here. If you're going to know whether or not you're going to resonate with this or that kind of message, and I say it that way because it's a pick a pile. We've got three piles. So pile number two is that beautiful Hamza I just held up. All right, and last but certainly not least, Mahogany Sun for pile number three. Take note, take heed, general collective message. All right, so you can resonate with more than one pile. That's okay. All right, what's not okay is if you should find yourselves trying to make any kind of square peg energy fit into round hole energy or vice versa. All right, because to do so is not par for the course here. All right, please utilize your intuition and only take what resonates. I'm so serious, you guys. It's not worth it trying to like pick up other people's ish and lay claim to it when it's just not a thing for you, and that's okay too, right? Thank you for assisting with getting the watch hours up, you guys. So I do invite you, of course, because I love and light you anyhow, so this makes sense. It's kind of giving a win-win, that you should stay around, stick around, maybe get your free tarot reading out the way, irregardless of whether or not any of these piles resonate with you, okay? So I appreciate you coming on and doing just that. Much love and light to you, and happy Friday, by the way. I feel like I forgot to extend that sentiment during our previous live stream today. Forgive me, I was probably so focused on being grateful again to be here and to be here for you all. Much love and light, all right? So pile number one, again, is this heart, all right? Agate or jasper, whatever it is, right? And pound number one, there could be some significance high key to the LGBTQ plus community, because I'm getting that this could be someone who is a fair male, yes, and or a fair trans male. All right, not that it matters, but it's coming out in the cards, so it's part of the message, right? Take what resonates here, and this is somebody who is wish fulfillment. Okay, you are manifesting this individual, and they too are you, because here's the sitch. They're saying life without you is hopeless, dark, and depressing. I miss your light. Okay. Um, so I do see with the Hierophant energy, the Five of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, there was some need for balancing out, maybe a balancing act or balancing out of actions, right? Or inactions, right? So depending on what all needed to be cleaned up here, definitely there is some divinity assisting your person, as well as this connection. Hierophant coming out twice, you guys. So this is giving like my divine right and rule, like wish fulfillment, or dare I say agenda. All right, this could be why you lay claim to this person, this connection really getting off and staying off the ground, right? And really something that in your heart of hearts you do want to come together and stay together. I could be speaking to a Virgo, does not have to be the case, right? But whoever I'm speaking to, you have been doing a lot of soul searching. You have been adventuring on the trail, on the track, as it were, kind of in some sort of like hermit or reclusive type of energy. And I get this is like in protection of same. Makes sense. I get it, right? No judgment, only love and light. I wouldn't want the karma anyhow. But you know what? You got to do what makes sense for you. And sometimes it's not a lot of people. Makes sense. All right. And so you could actually be celibate. Maybe this is the last person that you were with. And this person, you do have awareness, did need at one form of the path or another some sort of balancing out. Maybe this is regarding their maturity level. Maybe this is regarding their perception about whether or not to sign up and lay claim to being a victim of sorts, or the better option, if I do say so myself, the option to be the victor in spite of overcoming and or living through certain type of arduous experiences and challenges. Okay. So again, divinity is backing this though, right? This person could have actually had an issue with the bottle, as it were. Doesn't have to be the case, and there could be some significance to Marilyn Monroe. Maybe somebody carries that aesthetic and or carries that icon near and dear to their hearts. All right. I do see evidence of marijuana use as well coming through. This could be, you know, assisting some mental health aspect on the part of this person or yourselves here, collective. Take what resonates, right? I'm just talking about what I'm seeing in the cards here. And you know, whatever circumstances that has led to this, I'm hearing abrupt separation. Okay, so maybe this is something that you didn't really see coming at the time. You know, you maybe did see or perceive the need for some balancing here, and maybe, dare I say, some divine assistance, right? But I don't know that you necessarily saw like the break in the path or the experience, or dare I say, the energy. All right, there is transition here. There is change here as well as divine assistance. All right, I'm now looking back at this temperance energy. And again, um, this person is excited about actually, not, I don't want to say it like picking up where you left off, right? But excited about reintegrating, I guess maybe is the best way. And this too is their wish fulfillment. Again, life without you, not so good, right? Grass, damn sure ain't. Can't even see the grass. It's so dark, honey, it seems, right? This person saying, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So there is some significance to, you know, masked type of energy, right? Holding the tongue a bit, right? Lack of expression, and therein, you know, was part and parcel of the detriment towards the connection staying off the ground, perhaps, right? Like, how are you going to know what's going on without any form of communication, right? And even before you can communicate, chances are you'd like to likely know exactly what you're intending to express. Like, there's a lot of work that maybe this individual needed to ferret through to learn exactly how to do that and how to do that for and not against this connection. All right. And again, this could be why we're seeing Hierophant energy coming out on multiple decks just for this one pile number one here. And I consulted the Romance Angels deck because I was guided to do so. And we will pull for the name, uh, initials, and or chart placements, of course, on the part of this individual. But the Romance Angels, they're saying, you know, your feelings are real and worth exploring with this person. Like, you know, this person maybe doesn't necessarily fit the bill for your normal mode or your normal go-to aesthetic or personality or culture, right? But this is something, again, worth exploring, worth experiencing, okay? And of course, with the caveat, not likened to that as you've experienced it before, but better, okay? There's a betterment here, not a detriment type of energy. But I do see that children could be affecting this connection or being affected by this connection. Take what resonates there, okay? So, you know, hopefully that makes sense to somebody out there. I know I personally didn't resonate with that pile. but it's definitely somebody's message because my nose is trying to do that tingle thing. I'm mindful to ring the bell for the free tarot readings. Please be mindful to know, and if you don't know, it's okay, just check the description box, the live stream rules and how to receive your free reading, okay? And I will consult the deck for, again, first, middle, and or last name, initials on the part of this person, as well as any chart placements that want to come out, indicating this person's energy. But be mindful, energies could be flip-flopped, you guys. I say that almost tongue-in-cheek because I'm thinking, yeah, with the illusionary energy, the illusion energy that we keep talking about on the other side of that last eclipse, it makes sense. It could high-key be flip-flopped, but that's not the intention. We'll see what happens here, collective, all right? I've got Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. You can go on ahead and get your questions in, if applicable, if you should feel the desire, okay? No pressure if not, all right? But we're going to continue on since I kind of let the cat out of the bag with Scorpio energy with the actual chart placements. But firstly, let me see what we got out of the deck. Not too many placements this time, you guys. So we've got Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn coming out, as well as Leo. And again, this could be flip-flopped. I'm saying it's your person's-ish, and it could be yours, honey bun. You know what you got going, all right? No worries there. For the initials, we firstly got Q. That could be somebody's nickname, perhaps, as well. We've got T. We've got S. I'm also hearing the state of South Carolina coming through. We've got N. We've got A. I'm hearing the name Nancy. We've got M. We've got O. Maybe somebody's name is Mo. All right, perhaps. Or maybe somebody just loves to talk to divinity in its language of Om, perhaps. Take what resonates here. We've got U. We've got L. And we've got C. I'm hearing the name or a city or town of Culver, C-U-L-V-E-R. J is coming out, as well as P. Maybe somebody's name or nickname is either JP and or PJ, right? We've got G, we've got M, maybe somebody is in management here, doesn't have to be the case. We've got H, we've got D, maybe somebody is a techie of sorts or tech support person. We've got I, we've got E, maybe somebody says that a lot, I-E. You're like, can you just speak like what you were going to, can you just say in other words or an example of, right? Maybe somebody likes to really speak in a formal sense, okay? It doesn't have to be the case. And last but certainly not least, we've got R coming out for pile number 1. And again, the bell has run. I'm just going to check to make sure we don't have anybody waiting in the queue for their free tarot reading. And if not, we will move on ahead to pile number 2. Okay. Quick and easy. Makes sense? All right. 1 second here. All right. Okay, pile number 2 was the Hamza. And this I forgot to mention whenever giving the markers in the first place. This is Ruby Zoisite, okay? And for pile number 2, I see that you've been dealing with someone who has the party lifestyle, perhaps in their current energies, but definitely in their history of things, okay? This person is known to enjoy fun times and is known to be at those concerts, at those parties, at those events, if that makes sense, okay? They like to have fun, and perhaps you too like to have fun with this person, all right? With the Seven of Pentacles energy, it does normally off the cuff, for me personally, as a reader, indicate options, all right? And this card, interestingly enough, of all things, is talking about patience from the Insta Tarot, okay? Is what I'm looking at here. There could be some significance to that Super 8 ball. Maybe somebody does enjoy playing pool. Doesn't have to be the case, but I'm saying super, and I think I meant to say magic 8 ball, right? Where you consult it. Maybe somebody is a diviner of sorts, right? You do divination. You can read beyond that of the tarot cards. Doesn't have to be the case. But it is coming out highlighted of some form of significance. This card says patience is key when you're waiting for the perfect moment to harvest, even if it doesn't happen when you expect it to. So there could be some significance, pile number two, to really being patient for this person to come in. Like, if I would liken it to a tarot card, I guess I would have to go to the ultimate go-to for this kind of situation, or dare I say vibe, and that is that of the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in any tarot deck. Energetically, perhaps physically, right? But once that person, whether guy, girl, what have you, really ultimately takes that stand, ultimately seriously gives that offer, you're really able to expect loyalty out of them. They're really not giving fly by night energy at that point in the path. However, right, and especially connecting back to this fun times energy, right? Maybe that just was not the case from day one. And of course, patience is a virtue. Of course, when you're in the earth school, the earth realm, as it were, where you literally come to learn and grow your soul, you're going to have to action out a lot of patience to learn a lot of stuff and to gain a lot of that harvest that we're always talking about, referable to, our being in our master manifestation type of energy, mindsets, and lifestyles. Make sense? Okay. Um, there could be some significance to the state of New York. There could be some significance to London as well as Tokyo. I'm also hearing Japan. Doesn't have to be the case, all right? So this person is someone that you definitely would lay claim to being an ex of yours. You may also, at certain points of the path, have called them an asshole, right? Maybe they were acting like that. Who knows? I'm not here to judge, but it is coming out in the cards, all right? And you could be getting a text from this person sooner rather than later. Here, pile number two. And this person does have an offer of love for you. They are concerned about you being amenable to it, okay? Maybe validly so. I'm being guided to this card's message. It says, seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Okay. So you are giving like one of a kind type of energy and personality here. You are giving star seed energy, of course, but star quality energy, or how you would say, maybe even more aptly, main character type of energy, personality. All right. And this person says, listen, I'm more affected than you know by this separation, pile number two. All right. They're saying, I wish I could take the things back that I did say. All right. They're of a different headspace now, I'm hearing. Okay. It's almost giving like, it's like what you know and maybe have always experienced from this person is nothing like their more healed version of self, right? So they could be coming back looking the same, right? Have the same walk and have the same, mannerisms about themselves to a level, form, and measure or degree. But as far as at least the mental space and the heart space activity, not the same. Okay. And this person may want to come in and express just that as well, since it's coming through channeling. Pile number two, they really are not on some fly by night energy. They really do want it all with you, whatever and whatever that can encapsulate or mean to experience out. There could be some aspect to a blended family that would ultimately be born out of this connection as well. And they are, no longer of that, uh, you know, um, in it for a good time energy, right? They know that they would have to come back around and put in the work. This is so funny. The Seven of Pentacles is almost giving the Eight, right? It's like, look at the way that this person's affect is, even looking at the game of strategy like pool, right? And interestingly enough, that eight ball energy carries a very spiritually aligned energy with it. It's literally angelic code for just that. Okay. And this person, is not going to come back without having done the proper work, okay, to really know their why in the matter, right? Because guess what? If you're in any kind of actual loving, caring relationship and you're being authentic in all aspects of it, okay, it's not always going to be roses and candy. You're not always going to, um, necessarily fall in line on that same page about things, about parenting, about maybe even politics or morals, right? And unless and until you are mature enough to really understand that and to be prepared to work through aspects of that anyhow, right? Divine's not going to let this person or anyone kind of integrate willy-nilly, especially at this point when we're already well underway of building that new earth energy. And of course, we're talking energy and it's very conscious based, all right, referable to that new earth, all right. And in spite of that, you know, I do see that you are of a mindset, pile number 2, collective member. And I love to talk about this, so of course I'm going to highlight it, right? You are of a mindset that, you know, you are worthy of certain things inside of a loving, caring connection. You are worthy of certain things inside of a connection where you would confide in each other, like take sex and romance off the table. Why would you allow yourselves to be vulnerable, all right, about much of anything with someone that has proven to you that they're not worthy of access to you, let alone for you to be vulnerable with them during that access, right? And so I see someone who definitely does have the willpower to keep right and properly placed boundaries upheld, right? And I do see someone who is, you know, maybe it's more aptly stated, no longer toxically codependent, right? You, in fact, are, you know, independent and not even in the toxic aspect of independence either, because that can also be a thing too, right? Like you've ever met somebody that goes, oh no, no, like I'm healed, and so what I've done is I've made it so that absolutely no one and no thing has access to me so that I can never again have access to be triggered, traumatized, abused. And it's like, well, hold on a minute, because you're in charge now, right? God forbid, like literally somebody trying any of that ish you've already climbed out of, lived through, and overcome. Right. So when you've overcome that, it just is a thing. You no longer have to overprotect yourselves. You already know you've done the work. And so there's no way you're actioning out any casting of your own pearls before any kind of swine, energy, entity, or vibes, right? You understand exactly that you are in charge of your own inner happiness and you are in charge of clearing out any inner turmoil. And that has nothing to do with anyone else outside of you. And that I love to talk about, okay? Because that puts you in the most power filled presence of that sense of independence. Okay, keep going, honey bun. I love that for you. Okay, and keep going, you will. And opportunity will come up ahead for you to perhaps even share some of your sentiments in the matter of the work that you've done, you know, with others. So you could be actually developing or really on the path of some sort of spiritual business, whether this is, you know, you becoming a Reiki master. I do see a lot of crystals with this one. You could be working with double terminated wands and vogels of all kinds of sorts, but clear quartz is definitely a thing that you know and love and work with, whether you're doing Reiki or not. Here, pal number 2, collective member, just saying. And you know, it's so funny because this person maybe in their past, right, really kind of fought you on like you know, even trying to play house, let alone actioning that out. And now that's exactly what they want, even more so than what they potentially held on to in moon cycles past. All right. um you know, this person is saying, I do wish I could take back the things that I said, because they are no longer of that mindset, right? It's like the you version, or excuse me, the version of them now, right, would almost like kind of grab the old version of themselves by the collar, talking about, what did you say? Like on some of the things that, quite frankly, did fall out of their face in moon cycles past. Okay. So I'm not here saying, like, oh, it's so easy to just kind of get over any blips along the way. However, pile number 2, you know, what will you, right? Are you willing to let go of this connection ultimately? And maybe you are. You have to know, right? I'm not here projecting anything onto you, because quite frankly, this is a general collective message. All right, this could seem like we're talking about you and your person, and maybe we're quite literally not, right? You've got to use your intuition to assist you with doing some of this work and understanding some of your next steps. Okay, but for many of you, you know, this is resonating as someone that you already have known and loved in moon cycles past. You would consider them to be an ex of yours, okay? And you would consider them to have been, again, going back to moon cycles past in the history, someone that you really had to guard yourself away from, okay? Whether you physically walked away from them or not, energetically and emotionally, you became reserved, okay? And that could have been for valid reasons. You know, with the sexual desire card coming out here, even before any other aspects of the message for pile number 2, right? And I forgot to make mention of that, but you're caught up now. That's what matters, right? Maybe you looked at this person as really only wanting that. It's like, oh, you're a fun time Johnny, aren't you? Uh huh. You know, and maybe for some of you, maybe not all, this person was actually bold enough to say, yes, I am, right? I don't want the family. Like, I don't want, you know, it happens, as triggering as that can be. We've got to talk about it because it happens, right? It's not the end game, and it's not a cause to put a period and really just seal that in as the end all be all, because pile number 2, you know, the situation is this person is being guided back to you, whether by their higher selves as well as you know, simultaneously by divine energies, okay? And romance angels are saying it is safe to love this person. Okay, it is safe to trust yourself and this person, and free yourself from whatever you know, kind of fell by the wayside, or you know, maybe struck as some form of discord between you two in the past, because this person is not going to come really trying to pick up where they left off in that mentality, in that mindset, in that timeline. All right, just the same as you've made changes here, pile number 2. All right, so this does have the propensity to give win-win energy, if you feel that that resonates for you, if you feel after checking that this is something that you still want, okay, it's still a thing for you. I'm hearing there's somebody could actually be somebody could actually work a lot. Somebody could be in real estate, or like construction or engineering, like building. All right. And so there could have been in moon cycles past, for like, this could be like for one of you, right? Or should I say two of you, right? Takes two to tango, makes sense. Where it's like, you know, you were of a mindset, or maybe this was this person or you collective member, okay, take what resonates. Um, that it's like, well, you know, if this connection is a loving one, if it's going to be a successful one, we should spend these type of hours of the day or night together. And you know, maybe there was just some lack of meeting of the minds of perhaps even some form of unorthodox situation, where it's like, you know, maybe there were some challenges because of location. Maybe there were some challenges because of mindsets of individuals, like family connections comes to mind, right? Or even friends, right? Whoever's around you and or this person uh, potentially getting in the way. These are things of the past, though. Now, it's not a call to forget them, all right? But it is a call to forgive and let go, because why? When you forgive, irregardless of the other person's awareness of your own forgiveness, I'm so serious, right? You free yourselves up. And you're being asked to do that so that you can get on with the getting on with this person who really does want to come in and love you and make a family, and who really does want to stand by you. Again, it's kind of, it's so interesting. We didn't see the Knight of Pentacles come out from any of the decks, right? But this person is totally giving that energy. And I see, you know, with that sexual desire card, that's for a reason, honey. Because you had the chemistry there, right? This could be somebody that really made you shake your head, like, why is this not working? Why are we not a thing? Why can't we get this together, right? And again, if that's you asking questions like that or similarly, right? Chills on this. It's going back to divine timing. People have aspects of self in order to heal, sometimes to grow, and others to learn about, right? And you can't always and in all ways assist people with doing that, right? You're not always meant to. And so it's giving, you know, trust in the process. Okay. And maybe that's par for the course of you learning that lesson, to continue to trust in divine forces, the unseen forces, right? And aspects of this connection that do very much exist, yet they have yet to be experienced. I said what I said. I'm so serious. So, you know, continue to keep your vibe high and your mindset about this person, as well as, of course, yourselves and this connection, you know, in a positive light. Okay. Because just like this person maybe had a level or two, or a leg, or a whole timeline of fun times, right? Without you, you've got a lot of fun times up ahead. All right. So allow yourself to experience that much. Okay. I've rung the bell again for maybe those people that have just come in. And in the meantime, I'm going to close out pile number two's pile. And we're going to take a look at first, middle, or last name initials on the part of this person on your mind here, pile number two. But be mindful. Could be flip-flopped. It could come out, you know, on your side of things, whether a chart placement or an initial or two. Okay? So sit tight. I will be with you for those free tarot readings in just one moment. I just firstly want to close out pile number two's session, and we will get to the getting on, I promise. Thank you for your patience. Love and light. Happy Friday, you guys. All right, so pile number two. We have more chart placements than anything, I think, for this pile. So we'll start there first. We've got Aries, whether on the part of your person or you here, collective, Capricorn, Scorpio coming out, as well as Taurus and Virgo. Earth placements, heavy significance, okay? We've got P, we've got R, we've got L, and we've got F come out from the deck, referable to first, middle, and or last name initials. Now here's the sitch. If you know that you know that you know, and you checked twice at least with your intuitive self, okay, that pile number two resonates for you, and just the same, you know, none of the chart placements, none of the initials came out of the deck. Okay, so be it, right? Take what resonates and let the rest sit for someone else to pick up. Okay, no worries. All right, much love and light, you guys. So that's what we have for pile number two. And if we don't have anyone in the queue for their free tarot reading today, no worries. I got another pile here. So you have one more chance at that bell to ring for this particular live stream. And sit tight, enjoy yourselves, make yourselves comfortable. You are welcome here. I really do appreciate you checking out another channel message. Or if this is your first time, welcome, welcome. Thanks for giving us a chance, and hopefully you do get something out of it, irregardless of whether or not the piles resonated high key or low key. Make sense? Much love and light. So pile number three, I do see, and there is a bit of a distance between you two. And of course, we're talking about, you know, more about your person during this time of separation. Yes, but I'm getting physically. There could be not simply just an emotional distance, but physically a distance. There could be some significance to Puerto Rico and or the Dominican Republic coming through. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, I'm looking at frustration here. So somebody here, this could even be a mirrored energy for pile number three, quite frustrated at the break in the connection, perhaps. I'm so sorry. I'm hearing the name, and I don't know if it was Santos or Sanchez. I'm also hearing the name Octavia. That makes me think of that actress Octavia Spencer, right? Could be of some significance. Doesn't have to be. Maybe somebody here is a person of color. Doesn't have to be the case, you guys. But I do see, in spite of whatever opposition, you know, maybe stands against you, whether this is infighting, right, from one person in this connection to the next, and or something or someone or groupings of individuals beyond that, acting as opposing forces against this connection. Better days, brighter days are up ahead. Victory, to be exact. Okay, it's coming out because it's the message. Makes sense? All right. So here's the sitch. Maybe it looks like it could never actually come back around. Well, this person, here they come, right? They're saying, I'm back. All right. That's what they want. That old ting back, right? They want to come in with an offer of love because you, collective member, for pawn number 3, are coming out as utter and total wishes fulfillment. All right. You do it for this person. Grass could never be greener outside of your own pasture. Right. And so this person really wants to close out the cycle of trying to pretend like that's not the truth. Okay. This person maybe does like the partying lifestyle, perhaps, right? And maybe is known to have a flask around, right? Just for daytime necessity. Watch that. Pay attention to the red flags, because what you don't want is somebody that is ultimately toxically codependent on anything, inclusive of you and or anyone. Okay. um you can't really expect someone who doesn't have a healthy relationship with self to have a healthy relationship with you. So again, please, if you should find anyone in your midst giving you red flag energy, do not dismiss that ish, because if and when you do end up disappointed on the strength of dismissing same, that's kind of uh your own doing. You can't even blame the other person at that point, right? You know too much. You're too magnanimous. You're too intuitive not to see those red flags. And even if you should fall prey to some illusion and miss one or two, you've got your guides right there giving you indicators, and maybe even, just saying, some angelic code about the matter. So please don't dismiss the angel numbers either. Just saying, okay? But this person has made some decisions in spite of maybe it taking them way too long to figure out the obvious, right? This person could have a full dance card, as it were, referable to moon cycles past. This person could have been hell in player energy. I don't know why I'm trying to pussyfoot around it here, pile number 3. You know, in spite of their ways of self-sabotaging and sabotaging this connection, they do see the error of their ways, and they are nervous about getting back into your good graces, right? You know how it's like somebody's so guilty they tell on themselves repeatedly because it's just their own guilt. Like maybe if they didn't feel guilty about whatever it is that they are doing and or are, right? Maybe others wouldn't notice, but they're like telling on themselves because, again, guilty conscience. And so this person, you know, maybe isn't coming in right away because they're still working through that. And of course, still receiving divine assistance to work through that. Whatever y'all did behind closed doors, okay, especially if this person has a member, as it were, that, you know, could perk up, all right? You continue to perk that up, all right? And whatever oral fixation you maybe had about that member, man, oh day, they remember it like it was yesterday. All right. And again, I'm getting, there's a lot of time passed. It's so funny because I almost want to start calling this the ED card, right? This could be talking about a masculine in a physical meat suit, right? A physical masculine avatar. And this person could be having ED on the strength of, you know, hey, first of all, you overuse it, it could get tired, I'm sure, right? But also karma, right? Why should the Divine watch this person have fun time Johnny vibes over and over and over again when the whole time it's thwarting them off the mission because it's a form of self-sabotage? They're going to come in with that divinely guided inspiration and shut ish down if they got it, right? So this person may realize or may come back to you on some form of medication, and that's giving this too shall pass, right? Just saying, because once you're in alignment, shit gets real easy, especially some of those pleasurable things you can do, right? And experience and or become. And ta-da, here's the wishes fulfillment. This is what they want. This is what they Ben should have been on, right? Perhaps. Okay, it's kind of giving somebody is a little frustrated. Of course, it already came out that it's taking so long, right? This is kind of giving twin flame vibes, right? Divine masculine is out there in them streets and sheets, and divine feminine perhaps is like, gosh, hope they get it this lifetime, right? You know, this person does see you as practical. They do see you as generous. There is some significance to your chesticles. They do like to highlight as well if they can help it. They could have access to pictures and or video. It doesn't even have to be of the tawdry nature. Like, I know what you're thinking, but So serious. This person like knows how to get there regardless of what you are or not wearing, where you are positioned, how you are positioned. I mean, they're really intrigued by your presence, as it were, as well as your aesthetic, regardless of what you got on or you don't. All right. There could be some significance to Asian American as well coming through. But this person does want to come back in a responsible mindset. They do want to assist, they do want to provide. And as they do enter into that mindset and take baby steps, actioning towards doing just all of that, right? Giving divine timing as well as divine blessing, prosperity and abundance will most assuredly meet this person's path, and of course your own. All right, you are already here spiritually wealthy, but I'm getting that as this person uh, comes in that responsible manner, in that energy of taking the connection and you, dare I say, collective members, seriously, they are going to seriously be assisted by divine energies to include that of prosperity and abundance, all right, for the connection, as well as what all ever perhaps you are contracted at the soul level to action out while here in the earth realm. And dare I say, the new earth realm, okay? I'm looking at victory with the Six of Wands, all right? There could be some significance to being a student, okay? This card is talking about textbooks, um, as well as graduation and new beginnings. Free at last, okay? So this is the energy of finally getting ish together, making ish shake, and breaking off what does not serve the connection, okay? Breaking off that lack mentality and mindset to no longer restrict yourselves and to no longer restrict aspects of the divinity that backs you and is intending for you to receive again this victory, this success energy, as well as truth and fruition of seeds of manifestation. This is giving graduation energy in the proverbial sense, not even necessarily just simply and solely the literal sense. Okay, and what I mean by that is a lot of spiritual growth has been gleaned, garnered, obtained, all right, on the strength of aspects of this connection, even in spite of it being in current energies in separation. So serious, okay? I don't know, collective, if you just recently just got snatched, if you've just been working out at the gym, right? If you just making changes, or if you just don't give a bleep anymore, right? And it's lightened your load, allowed you to drop some of that pressure and drop that cortisol level. But man, oh day, this person's saying again, cannot take my eyes off of you. The way you move, the way, you know, you just carry yourselves here, okay? And they're saying, I can't take this separation anymore because I can't let go of you. I cannot let go of your energy. Is this actually over, right? And again, we've already talked about it and seen it in the cards. This person, high key, all right, is intending to spin the block. All right, they definitely want to come back for your arse. It does not matter the distance, okay? And maybe there's feelings of a lot of distance as well here. I forgot to make mention because there's been some time since the ball had been rolling, since communication had been attempted, right? But they're coming back. They're saying, you know, maybe not like right this second, maybe not 14 seconds from now, maybe not 14 days from now, okay? But they do need some more time to figure some things out. They've been looking you up online and checking out what you've been up to. I'm getting that they're at least impressed by that, as they should. Because I know my collective, I have the best collective, hands down. Nobody's telling me any different. And I know you've had a glow up since this person last had physical access to you, right? This person saying, I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. And there's that guilty conscience. There's that stagnation, though, crosswatcher. Just saying, be mindful. What are you tolerating from yourself as well as others about this? What are you receiving from the divinity that backs you in spite of the actions and or inactions that have already been underway? What will you now? Right? How will you make change? Okay. How will you you know, get this off the ground. They're saying, I just wasn't ready for you. Okay, so this person looks at you maybe as spiritually as well as emotionally mature. This could be daunting. This too could be frustrating at times because they're like, okay, I want to get that. I hear what you're saying. I don't understand why you would say that. Though, like, I know the words, but like, why would you say, why do you believe that? Right. And so this person does have an air of playing catch up a little bit here, even in current energies. Not going to lie to you, collective, right? I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, and damn sure not ish. Just saying, okay? But again, this person's saying, like, my heart, okay, my spiritual guidance team, this divine inspiration keeps telling me, just do it, come back, okay? Get what you want out of life, okay? Communicate, say your piece, right? Get the ball rolling again. And this person is, they want you to know, in a much better headspace than maybe you've known them or maybe you left them in, right? And they're saying, I miss you regardless of how things seem. Okay, so again, no communication. This is complete, total, utter separation, right? But this separation affects them more than you may even be able to know, more than this person may even be able to express, even when they come back to spin the block. Just saying, they're saying, I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. So, divine feminine or collective member, take the energy as it resonates here. This could be a thing where it's like you just really resolved, like, okay, I'm so over this. Like, I choose me in love and in light, of course, right? Not born out of bitterness or resentment. But it's like when your back's up against the wall, when this person pushes you and pushes you and pushes you all the way away, you can't really operate in some sort of delulu energy talking about that's fine, it's okay. Like, no, because it's not, right? And if you continue on with the lie, right, you're lying to yourself. And ain't nobody got time for that. And the divine won't watch that either. That's why we talk so much on here as well, right? Makes sense, okay? And no judgment, only love and light. I wouldn't want the karma. We've all had need of our crowns being straightened a time or two. Makes sense? This person's saying our connection still affects me. All right. Um, Romance Angels deck is saying basically to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Get into this playful type of energy, irregardless of where this person is at here, collective. Okay. Physically, mentally, spiritually. All right. You do you in your highest vibrational self and mindsets and experiences and lifestyles, okay? Because that is how you attract in what you want, which would be, of course, inclusive of this victory and with this person. Let friends help you came out of the deck as well. It says ask for and accept support from others. So maybe some of you, pile number 3, are saying, I ain't got no friends. Well, you're here, right? You're here with your friends. You're here with your family. You're here with your soul tribe, right? And high vibes we are. All right. So where's the problem? And sometimes you do need to ask for some support or a confirmation. All right. Never validation, though. Okay. Don't fall for the hype. Love and light, Esmeralda. Rich rising. 100 grand rising to you, babe. Calling in your soulmate is exactly what you are doing here, whether you subscribe to being a divine feminine or not. Collective, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you and this together into this success. Much, much, much love and light, Esmeralda. Much love and light to you all, collective. So this person maybe isn't able to drop everything and come running just a second. But what you can count on is if this resonates for you, this person will be coming back. They want all of this. All right. There could be some significance to conspiracy theories, ETs, right? There could be some significance to LGBTQ plus community as well. For this particular connection, doesn't have to be the case, right? But this person really can't let go of you. And I really think that it's for great reason. You know, the divine does utilize the heart space as well as the pentacles, as it were, right? Money, resources, time, with which to keep us inspired to what? Learn and grow our souls. So it makes sense, okay, that we're talking about it basically in all of the piles here, but inclusive, of course, pile number 3 of pile number 3. So final ringing of the bell for this one, you guys. The bell has rung. And those that know what to do may do so. Those that don't know, go ahead and check the description box. All right, you're in for a real treat. If you scroll all the way down, you're going to find the live stream rules, and you're going to find exactly how you are afforded a free tarot reading through this live stream. All right. Now, here's the sitch. I'm pulling for pile number 3's persons-ish, right? And by ish, I mean first, middle, and or last name initial and or chart placements. But the energy could be flip-flopped, and guess what? None of it could maybe come out. All right. If you know that that message resonates with you and your person and what you're looking at and what you're up against, perhaps, right? Take it as it resonates, babe. All right. You don't necessarily get every ingredient of what you've got going on here, but you get enough to know exactly what to do in next steps, even if it's just to ask for guidance, all right, from your spiritual guidance team, all right? So I've got Sagittarius and H at the bottom of the deck here, basically. And we've got, not too many this time, Aquarius, Gemini, and Pisces coming out for chart placements, okay? Initials, whether first, middle, or last, on the part of your person and or you. We've got D, we've got I, we've got K. All right, maybe somebody has, maybe you two have a kid together, because I really can't, but you know when you flip it around, what else it spells? And again, going back to that member, so hard, okay? We've got B, we've got J. You see what I'm saying? Just saying. They remember it like it was yesterday. Just all of that. The whole meal, the whole experience. Just saying. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got C. We've got U. And we've got O. And that reminds me, you guys, I'm going to do a poll later to see if you guys, since it's Friday, it's the weekend vibes, if you want to do a sexy tarot session. All right. I've been really ruminating over some aspects of the messages that we could get clarity on, referable to the sexy tarot type of time that we do enter into from time to time. Okay. So if you want to talk about it, I'm game, right? And we can dig a little deeper later on tonight. How about that? I'm going to put the poll up on the community board. So please participate. Please check what I've got going on over there. There's another general collective message for today, like literally today, like right now, that was posted there as well. So please do check out what's cooking over there, because I don't want y'all to miss out. I'm not here for that, right? I love and light my collective. And of course, if you're on Facebook, please do join us over there on the Facebook group, because we're sharing, growing, and learning over there too, as well as a lot of laughs, if I do say so myself. All right. But let's get to the free tarot. Okay. Should you pursue the Sag Esmeralda? Okay. All right. We've got a yes. Apparently, the Sag is a high-level hierarchy soulmate, all right, who may most assuredly want to engage in some form of romantic activity and connection, just saying, with that Knight of Cups at the bottom, Esmeralda. So that's a yes for you, babe. Much love and light. Okay, if we don't have any others, that's cool too. It just gives me an opportunity to do something else, right? No worries. And thank you so much for those that have come on and have participated and joined. Thank you for those that are coming through on the back end, perhaps, right? And maybe your schedule wouldn't allow for you to be in real time receptivity of this message. But thank you for those that will receive it anyhow. And please don't be scared of anyone or anything, Esmeralda, because to do so, when you are doing so, you're actually offering up your own authority and power in the matter. And so you've got to get to, why would it be something triggering, asking you to engage with fear when we are talking about engaging with another person? Take the romanticism off the table, right? And just make it about another person. Okay, because maybe when you start there with a lot less emotionality, you can gain a lot more clarity to the point where you don't really get that upswing of emotionality, talking about I'm scared over someone who may really just really think you're amazing, right? What's scary about somebody realizing the truth of you, Esmeralda? Is it because you had yet to realize the truth that you're amazing, Esmeralda? And if that's the truth, okay, as you know it to be now, go ahead and change it to the higher vibrational one and claim, I am amazing, right? Because it just is the truth. You should honor it so that you can live out way less scared, okay? Nobody has time for anybody to be bottled up in fear about much of anything anymore, right? Your divinity walking, having a human like experience, yes, but that's still nothing to be scared of. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully anyone else listening to this who maybe resonates can make sense of it, referable to what all you're facing or what all questions you're going to ask yourselves here, collective. Well, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket, right? Just like you don't have to know everything all at once, always and in all ways, Esmeralda, right? So, where's the problem? You are alive. You are able to energetically exchange with whomever you please, right? Just like you've come on here today, you're energetically exchanging with your girl, which I love. And I'm honored that you chose to do so yet again. And truthfully, the more that you honor the gift of your own presence, right? The more you're going to align with other individuals who will share in the sentiment that I've just shared with you. I'm honored to be in your presence because I do understand it is very much factually a gift. Where's the problem, right? No worries there. So work on calming that mental space and heart space. Work on really honoring the divinity that is within you, as well as the divinity that backs you, and knowing that you are a part of it all, right? You're big stuff, Esmeralda, and there's nothing to fear there. Okay. If anything, people should fear missing that truth about you, right? Because on the back end, of course, hindsight's 2020. They're really going to miss out on an amazing individual. If I do say so myself. All right. So much love and light, Esmeralda. Much love and light, collective. I really do mean that. I have the best collective hands down. Thank you so much for being amazing, and thank you so much for not giving up. I really am honored to be a part of your path, and I'm grateful that you chose to be a part of mine. I really do appreciate you guys. Much love and light, collective. Happy Friday. And be sure to look for that poll on the community board to see what we're getting into tonight. How's that? All right. Don't forget to smile. Much love and light.